गुड इवनिंग एंड वेलकम बैक टू पैसा बोलता है। पैसा बोलता है में फिर से स्वागत है। आज मैं एक ऐसा कंपनी के बारे में बात करना चाहता हूँ जो मेटल सेक्टर में अपने आप को बहुत ज़ोर से एस्टैब्लिश कर दिया और वो नॉन फेरस मेटल्स को कम्प्लीटली डोमिनेट करती है और आयरन वोर को भी डोमिनेट करती है। ये कंपनी का ग्रोथ एक्विजिशन से हुआ है। ये बहुत ऐसे सारे कंपनी को एक्वायर किया है। उन्होंने हिंदुस्तान जिंक को एक्वायर की, केन ऑयल को एक्वायर किया, सेसागोवा को एक्वायर किया और इन तीन एक्विजिशन के बदौलत एक बड़ा सा कंग्लोमरेट खड़ा कर दी। लेकिन इन सब एक्विजिशन के लिए बहुत मात्रा में कर्ज लेना पड़ा और ये कर्ज वो पेरेंट कंपनी में ली और वो पेरेंट कंपनी लंदन में रजिस्टर्ड है और उनका कंपनी का सबसे बड़ा डेट डॉलर्स और पाउंड स्टर्लिंग में है, ना कि रुपया में है। आज इस कंपनी का विश्लेषण हम करेंगे। टुडे आई वांट टू टॉक अबाउट अनिल अग्रवाल, a rags to riches story, a man who came with nothing from Patna to Bombay and built an empire mainly by acquisitions. Today, the biggest acquisitions he's made are Hindustan Zinc, Kain Energy, and of course, Sesagova. He has a copper smelter in Tuticorin in Tamil Nadu, which is locked because of environmental issues. But he has also set up an aluminium smelter in Orissa. So he is a major manufacturer of zinc, copper, iron ore, and aluminium. But copper refining is badly affected. He has global operations. He has in Africa, India, UAE, China, Malaysia. India represents 65% of his business, Malaysia 9%, China 3%, and UAE 1%. The rest of the world is 22%, primarily Africa. He has a copper mine somewhere in Africa which is supposed to give him copper ore. Unfortunately for him, the Tuticorin plant is shut down for a long time. Had the Tuticorin plant been operational, he would have been in a much better position. In his revenue mix, zinc, lead, and silver contribute 25%, oil and gas contribute 9%, aluminium 35%, power, iron ore, and copper bring the balance 21. There are small others component of 6%. The biggest problem in this company is Vedanta is listed in the London stock market and has huge debt. With rising interest rate, this debt has become practically unserviceable. As I have been warning, these companies' debt are mainly in dollars and pound sterling, whereas all its revenue is in rupee. The revenue earned is in a depreciating currency and the loan is in a foreign currency. This has put him under enormous pressure. Also, after the commodity boom, immediately after the COVID pandemic, commodity prices have corrected, especially because world central bankers have tightened prices and demand for commodity has come down. And therefore, consolidated revenue in turn has come down by 5.4% to 3,722 crores. And therefore, there is also a possible drop in net profit of 68% of 1,881 crores. There is a one-time impairment loss of rupees 1,336 in Q4, which has pushed the profit down by a huge margin. And so 1,218 crores is an impairment charge and 118 crores is additional excise duty which they paid out on Q4. The company has declared a dividend of 33 rupees per share. This is basically digging into its reserves to pay the parent. The parent is getting a huge amount of it, and this equity dividend payout to the parent is $4.4 billion. This is because the parent is saddled with debt and is unable to service it. The Atal Bihari Vajpayee government divested Hindustan Zinc and he emerged as a major successor in buying it. The Vedanta Group controls nearly 65% of Hindustan Zinc. The government is a major shareholder in this. Most of the profits that this company has made is in Hindustan Zinc. This company tried to merge Hindustan Zinc with another group company so that it can access the entire cash which is there in Hindustan Zinc. It tried to borrow money in Hindustan Zinc, but all this could not come to any fructification because the government, which is at 25% share in Hindustan Zinc, is objecting to it. By the original settlement, the government of India must have sold the balance share to him Unfortunately, they have not done. The government now wants a fresh valuation issue and has started to examine the possibility of sale. The total debt of this group is $7.7 billion in London. Even in India, it has a debt. The current market price is 277. The high is 391. The low is 206. Price to earnings is 9.68. Debt to equity is 1.69. That is, for every 1 rupee of debt, there is 1 rupee 69 paisa of debt. So the company is debt laden. The EPS is 28 rupees. Price to book is 2.53. The promoters own 68%, but 100% of that is pledged. FIIs own 8%, DIA is 10, and the public 14. The problem is this company is highly over leveraged and is drowning in debt. It has to settle the debt in the foreign market before it can turn back to resolve the issues on the ground. This is the problem when a commodity boom meant that Anil Agarwal borrowed money like no tomorrow to make very bold and big acquisitions. Unfortunately, he has not been able to pay off the profits from the cash flow he has generated. He has been continuously borrowing more. The borrowings are in the promoter company abroad, and most of the revenue is in the subsidiary companies, especially Hindustan Zinc. This is putting a lot of pressure on the balance sheet and on the group, and that is why the group has very low valuations. While all this is happening, the Anil Agarwal is making broad plans for making chip fabrication along with Foxconn in India. He said this project will go to Gujarat, but I don't think this project will take off because it requires huge cash flow. And at this point of time, Anil Agarwal has negative cash flow and needs fresh dose of equity. Nobody is going to give Agarwal equity to start a fab plant and then accept a minority role. So Anil Agarwal needs money. His situation may not be as bad as Adani, but is in serious trouble. The retail investors have bought into the stock, hoping to milk the dividend. But like I said in government companies, if the promoters strip the company of too much dividend, they will not have money to invest. And that is what is happening in Vedanta. Such debt-laden companies are better avoided. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग पैसा बोलता है। पैसा बोलता है में आप उपस्थित हुए इसके लिए मैं आपका आभारी हूँ। नमस्कार, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद। Please like this video, subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification. If you have all done all this, kindly send this video to your friends and relatives and have them take a look. Once again, I thank you for your support for पैसा बोलता है। पैसा बोलता है में फिर से आपका स्वागत है। मैं सिंगापुर गया था। सिंगापुर में सब भारतीय लोग मुझे प्यार से स्वागत किया और वो जो मीटिंग हुआ उसमें तो बहुत सारे अतिथियों से मुलाकात हुई और ये तो कंप्लीट सक्सेस हो गया। अगले मीटिंग जून 11 रविवार को हम कोलालमपुर में करने वाले हैं। जो कोलालमपुर में रहते हैं वो मीटिंग में आ सकते हैं और मुझे मिल सकते हैं। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार, जय हिंद।